What it do, my peeps? Welcome back to Liz Talks Vibes, to where it's more than just a talk. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? What it do? How are you guys feeling? If you're watching the video, it's on YouTube. So comment down below how you guys are feeling. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me here. Um, but yeah, so for today's episode, um, they're working on a little project here at my house. So if you hear some background noises or if you hear them talking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't mind that. Anywho, yeah, so today's topic, let's just get right into it. Well, today's topic is how I got into the beauty industry, because I was just really inspired today. Today has just been like a very interesting type of day. I had some topics of what I wanted to talk about, but they weren't really like calling my attention that much because I have some topics down, but I'm like, because it just like comes to me, like even if it's just a couple hours before. I spit, but I don't know if you guys saw that. I I did a pot today. It was like content day, and I just finished another episode, and it was, because I was creating content. Go check that one out. You know what I'm saying? The past episode. But I had another topic that I wanted to talk about, kind of, but I was like, and then this one literally just kind of came into my head because um I was thinking like I wanted to like talk about how I don't even know what the fuck I want to talk about, to be honest. And then oh, well, because I've just been like inspired. Like I'm telling you, today has been really interesting. My past has been kind of inspiring me, in a way, like how I've grown, how I've been trying out new things, just like where I am at now, and just like being present and then reflecting a little bit on like, because I'm always like that, I feel like I reflect a lot. I feel like I always say it in every video. But I I was just thinking about how like I was touching up my makeup a little bit and just how I got into the beauty industry, and I'm like, wow, like um I mean, like it's kind of like not the most interesting story, but just how like I've evolved, and just really cuz it's been like, kind of, like, it's been a little journey. So it just like how far I've came, and like cuz my makeup, like today I'm not using foundation, I'm not using concealer, and just like last year, like I didn't have this routine down where it's like I had to have like a more like a cakier type of look, and just how like I really like try to minimize the products that I use and just like those steps, because another reason why I don't like doing my makeup every day is because it's time consuming, it takes a minute to do your makeup. And like I love makeup, I love playing with makeup, but when I mean playing with makeup, it's like really like going in with the eyeshadow, trying in something new, because this is like an everyday easy, look that I just got down. And yeah, so how I got into the beauty industry, I remember, well, let's see what I remember too. No, I remember just when I was like 8 or 9 when I like literally started like seeing, oh, like the brushes and just like eyeshadows, because she used to have a little box of makeup, like a box type of bag thingy. And she didn't have hella, but she just had them all in there. And she would do her glam. She always done like exotic looks, like not much of a foundation and stuff like that, but like, back in the day, it was like the exotic liner, some black eyeshadow, and like a red lip, or just like white eyeshadow. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, they didn't really use, I don't know if there was brushes back then, but they would just use like those little spongy thingies and just like put it on, you know what I'm saying? But she had brushes. And I just remember, like, I was like, dude, like, can I do your makeup? And she would actually let me. And it's because, I mean, I wasn't that bad, but I was like, I thought about like blending because I would see hers, and I'd just be like, like maybe just like if you were like, like I felt like something was missing, like it was just like there, like you just wiped it on, you know? So I was like, dude, I saw the brushes and I was like, hey, like this is probably to like blend it out, And that's when like I started seeing some videos, I think, on YouTube. Or I don't even know why. I don't know how I thought about it, but I would do her makeup and I would like literally, use like a transition color and then go in with like a darker one on the outer eye, and then, something glittery or like light right here on the eyelid. And after that, like I was just like, yo, like I really fuck with this. And I kind of started doing, just like playing around with it more and more on her. Not much on myself because, to be honest, she really wouldn't let me. And I don't remember like putting it on myself. I think. No. It wasn't until like I remember in middle school when I was like more intrigued, but she still wouldn't let me. Well, in middle school, she started, I think, letting me do my mascara and bottom eyeliner. I'm pretty sure. Just like a little bit. Well, okay, because let me tell you this story. So, when I was like, I think I was in sixth grade, one of my padrino was like into cosmetology and all that stuff, and he wanted to practice on me one day. So I was like, dude, hell yeah, like it was an excuse to have like makeup on me. And he did like this bright blue look on me. He put eyeliner, and everything but my eyeliner. And obviously, when I went back home, I had to take it off. So I took it off, but I tried not to take off hella of the bottom eyeliner, the black bottom eyeliner, because I wanted to go to school the next day wearing some of it. I was like, oh shit, just something light or whatever. And like I was taking it off, she was like, no, like you need to take it off more. And I was like, dude, but I can't take it all off, But it was me purposely trying to leave it on. And yeah. Dude, I was like, oh my god, like I'm wearing makeup. Like you just, I mean, I thought that was makeup. I mean, any makeup is makeup, but that was like, oh, like I'm wearing makeup to school. And I remember some kid too was like, you look different today, like, and I was like, it's probably the eyeliner. I was just like so excited that I had eyeliner on. And then after that, I kind of like kept pushing it. I was like, like asking her, like, please, like, let me wear mascara. It's just mascara and eyeliner. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would wear sometimes to middle school. But I then, like, I was like, dude, like, let me like play around with some, stuff like that. And that was when Claire's was in, and I started getting some like eyeshadow palettes from there. But it was just like sheer ass colors, dude. Like there was like blue and pink and purple, but it was like so sheer you could like only see the fucking glitter. So I would wear those sometimes when it was like free dress or something. Dude, I loved it. Like I loved makeup. And so yeah, that was that. And then when cause she said, I mean, I don't know if it's like this in a lot of cultures, but I know like in the Mexican culture, it's like, oh, not until like you're 15, because when you're like 15, for your 15 or whatever, like that's when you'll have the full glam. And then like after that, that's when you turn a mujer, según, into lady or whatever. And I just like I wanted to wear makeup, and I think I was wearing eyeshadow before that, because 15, that was like me going into sophomore, and I was already going to 15s before that. And I remember because I do just like a brown eyeshadow and eyeliner, bottom eyeliner. That's when I started doing top eyeliner. I know at home, dude, I would always practice my top eyeliner because there was this one time, another story, that, how old was I? Maybe I think I was like 14. Yeah. And, Rita would do her makeup and stuff. And she did her eyeliner. And she was like, oh, like, you want me to do yours? And I was like, fuck yeah. You guys, that was literally, literally like the worst eyeliner ever, dude. Like, I was, after, like, she did it, I looked at myself and I was like, dude, like, are you fucking kidding me? It was like not straight at all. It was so wiggly, and it wasn't even like on my, like, how would you say this, top waterline. Like, it was like fucking like up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't close to the waterline or whatever. I was just like I literally wanted to cry. I literally wanted to cry, and I was like, yo, like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, no, dude, I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, no, bro, like, I'm taking it off. Like, it's I don't like it. I was like, I don't like it. Like, I could have done a way better job. I don't know if I was like already playing around with eyeliner, but then I know, like, after that, then I like did, because I was practicing at home, and I would do my top eyeliner when I would go to like other quinces. And there was this one time, I don't know if that was my first time doing it or not, but I don't know if I had concealer on and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit. I'm not too sure. But that day, I did my top eyeliner. I had some like a light. It was like one skin tone lighter than mine on my, for my eyeshadow. I had top eyeliner. I had mascara, bottom eyeliner. And she was like, "You're going out like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's the problem?" And she was like, "That's hella makeup. Like, when you have your 15, that's like gonna be like the same thing. Like, you're already gonna have, like, you know what I'm saying?" Like, and I was like, "Dude, like, I'm fucking going out like this. I'm not taking it off." I was like, dude, like, it ain't even hella. Like, it's not, I don't fucking know. And yeah, she was like, what? Dude, it was so fucking funny. Like, I remember, I remember that day. And I was like, yo, like, what's wrong with it? It's not like, I don't know if I would do my face makeup. I don't think so. I think it was just eyes. Because I didn't know I think about, like, all that face makeup and stuff like that. My bad, guys. My bad. I just wanted to check up on the puppies. Because I don't know. She was scratching or something. So I'm just like, is she okay or what? But after that, after my quince, I would, it's because I've always liked makeup, but I would practice and practice a lot. I really wouldn't wear it out just like to parties. I never wore it to school because I don't know, like, I mean, it was like, fuck, I'm not gonna wear makeup to school. I remember freshman year, I think it was freshman year, I would try, like, when you're a freshman, I would do it. Like, I do my eyeliner, top eyeliner, mascara, bottom liner, and I just add like glitter in my inner corners and like on my brow bone and stuff like that. But I wouldn't wear like face makeup and stuff, I mean, I see other girls wearing it, but I didn't really want to, because I just practice and practice, because I didn't really have, like, I guess, like a routine down, or like, a way to do it, because, dude, I would like, I started then getting into like concealer, foundation, and stuff like that. But like, we didn't have the beauty blender back then and stuff like that. And I would use brushes, and it would just, dude, like, when we would go to parties, I'd do it, and then, like, I'd contour or whatever, but it would look so like blotchy. And I'd be like, dude, like, what the I would literally take it all off and like do it over and over again. So then that's why I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm just not gonna fucking do it, And sometimes the concealer would be right, or it would be the what you might call it, the contouring a lot. It would just always look blotchy. But because it's not like I like new stuff, but like not like everything, because I started looking at makeup tutorials more and more. Like I didn't have like foundation and concealer, and then it's like set the face. I'd go straight into like powders and stuff like that. And again, because I'd use a brush and it would look streaky. I remember before I'd use my fingers to put on my concealer and my foundation sometimes, because that's what like blended out the best. The brushes. Fuck the fuck. I don't even know when I started using a beauty blender, but like, and then after that, dude, like sophomore, junior, and senior, I wouldn't fucking. I just do like mascara sometimes, but I would never wear my makeup to school like that. But it was when I started like doing other people's makeup was during high school, and it was because Abigail started doing Flocoric, and we were in high school together for like 2 years, and I would do her makeup, and dude, and that's why I would like practice and practice. I'd practice on me, I'd practice on her, dude. Sometimes I would even fucking practice on Eduardo. Fuck, I'd be like, dude, get the fuck over here and let me practice makeup on you. Because I just wanted, like I wanted to try out different things. And that's what I always tell people too. People ask me, oh, like, how are you so good at makeup? And a lot of people do ask me, how'd you get into makeup? And I'm like, dude, like, it's all about practicing, dude. Like, practice. It took me fucking years, and like till recently to like get like a good, what would I say, like an easy, natural, like glam. Because like I said before, I'd be like foundation, concealer, and fucking everything, the whole fucking shebang. But yeah, so they would see her makeup, and it was like colorful eyeshadow. Dude, I'm fire. I was fire. I got the skills, you know what I'm saying? And so they would see her, and then girls started asking me if I could do the makeup, and I'd be like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. I remember like I had this little box, and dude, it was so cute. And and then that's when like too I started looking at more videos, because um I don't know if I started off with putting on fake lashes. I don't think I did. I think I just like do their own. But then I saw that like you could apply lashes, and I started applying some lashes to me too. But I started off with Kiss. Is it the Kiss brand? No. Ardell. I started off with Ardell because I think the Ardell Wispies and like the natural ones, because they were like with the thin band, and it was just like easy to work with. And yeah. but because a lot of the like YouTubers, I'd see that they would use those. So that's how I started doing other people's makeup, and that just like I just fell in love with it even more. And not just like doing it on myself, but even doing it on others, so I was like, dude, like, and it just made me feel some type of way, like, damn, like, like it's not like I needed, like I was like looking for a validation or something, but like, sometimes I'd be like, fuck, like, am I even doing it right? Like, does the makeup even look nice? Because even on Abigail, I'd be like, no, dude, I'm taking it off. It doesn't look perfect, but I was still learning and practicing, and then just like other girls asking me, I'd be like, yo, like, they actually fuck with my work, like they really like it. And dude, it was just like, it was like a good feeling, like, but yeah, that's how I started doing other girls' makeup. And then it wasn't just for folkloric. They'd be like, oh, like, can you do my prom makeup, And by then I had it down, like I was using foundation, blush, contour, doing the lips, lashes, and the whole thing. I'd take a while, and sometimes I'd be like, fuck, like I'd get a little bit nervous because I don't know, like I just wanted to do it perfect, but like obviously they would ask me for a reason, and it's not, and they knew, like my work and all that stuff, but yo, I remember one time too, this girl, I did her senior portraits makeup, and I saw her picture on her binder, and I was like, dude, your makeup looks so fucking nice. Like, it looks so nice and flawless. I was like, dude, who did it? And she was like, she looked at me. She was like, are you serious? And I was like, who did your makeup? You know, because, dude, I'd compliment anybody with nice makeup, and I'd ask, like, oh, dude, like, would you use this or your eyeshadow, you know, and stuff like that. And she was like, you didn't. And I was like, dude, I was like, oh, shit. Like, I just had totally forgot, dude. And I was like, wait, I did do it. But, dude, like, I was just like, damn, like, that work is fucking flawless. And especially for, like, you know, like, professional looking pictures, because it's for senior portraits. Dude, I was like, I was hella weak. I was like, how the fuck can I fucking forget my own fucking work? But it's like, hey, I'm like, I really do admire and I love my work, you know? And then, yeah, and then, but when I got into college, I kind of like stopped doing makeup because I don't know, like, I was just like hella focused on school. And I mean, again, I wouldn't do like my own makeup. My bad, you guys. Well, if you're listening to this, you know, it doesn't really sound like I took a little break or whatever. I'm letting you guys know. But if you're watching the video, I just took a little couple breaks because I don't know. Not like I need a break, but it's because I'm checking on the pups, or my camera got too hot or something like that, you know. Chato's right here. You want to say hi? Hi? You want to say something? Oh. Anywho, where was I exactly? Where the fuck was I? I think I was on how I wouldn't... Oh, on college, how I kind of like took a break, I guess. Like, kind of stopped doing makeup because I didn't have social media. And again, in college, I would not fucking do my makeup, you guys. It's because I really found like no point in doing my makeup out, you know, because I was like, for what? Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody, you know. I just do it at home because I do it for me. I do it to practice, you know, to just still trying to get that, at least some type of routine, I guess, down or something like that. Something that worked for me, you know, and that I liked. Because in the mornings, it's not like I had time, you know, to like do it. And it's like, if it wasn't working, I literally take it off, you guys. And there was no time, you know, like I couldn't do that. It was like I did it once and vámonos, you know. So I didn't do much when I was going to college. And if I did, it was just like girls that I have done before, you know, or like word of mouth, if like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I didn't do makeup for a while. And I just, you know, I do mine. I then, like, I not at school, but like at parties, I would always do mine, you know. And I just have like one fucking look that I would do. It was like a smoky brown eye, you know, because I didn't really, I'd like play around with color on me, but I wouldn't wear it out or do anything else besides browns and stuff like that, because I felt back then like they didn't look good on me, you know, because I'm a little bit morenita, you know. So I was like, I feel like just the browns. I'm gonna just stick to the browns. And also because that's what I knew. And when I started really doing more of other people's was really when I started social media, to be honest. That's when I've really did, like, cause not even, no, like throughout all college I really wasn't doing people's makeup unless like it was family members or girls that I've already done Abigail's makeup, Rita's makeup. But I would do Abigail's, dude. I would get myself ready, I would get Rita ready, and I would get Abigail ready. Like, I would do all of our makeup. And one day I was just like, yo, like, y'all need to do your own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally gave Abigail everything she needed, and I was like, homegirl, you need to practice. You need to get this down. And even now, she's not hella into makeup, but she knows like the basics. You know what I'm saying? In eyeshadow, she kind of does like the same look. She even says it. Sometimes she plays around with something different, but she has like the whole face down, but it's because she's more into like skincare and very, very natural, like, and yeah, I mean, and then Rita's, I told her too, bro. I was like, now she does her own. It's just sometimes in some occasions where, like, if she's going, I don't know, to a really special, I don't know, fucking that woman, she's like, oh, can you do my makeup? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And with practicing on, well, not even practicing, but like doing other people's makeup, that's like practice on other skins and just like noticing, really like different types of skin tones. I mean, skin types. I mean, skin tones, yes, but also skin types. And I do everybody's, like, all types of makeup, from like young girls to like more, mature women. So it's like I know about younger skin and more mature skin. And, you know, fucking, not fucking, but people would, like, older, well, they would tell me, like, oh, don't wear too much makeup, this, and that. Like, then it's going to ruin your skin, or like all this stuff. And I was like, I mean, probably if I like wear it every fucking day, which I know it's not the best either to wear it every fucking day. And I wouldn't, like, even till now, I tell you guys to do my makeup one day, and it's like, I try to get all the content as much as I can done. But, I also learned about skincare, and that is like where I saw, and I'm like, okay, like I feel like I need to kind of take care of my skin. I mean, I just looked into it, but it, like the serums weren't in back in the day, and like, all this stuff, like, yeah, SPF, but I wouldn't get a separate one. I'd get one mixed with the moisturizer. And I mean, I do masks and stuff like that, but I mean, I was like conscious of my like skin, like, because I was oily. So I'm like, okay, I'm oily, and it's like I need to do something to like not make it oily. I'd get primers that were like mattifying, and I was like, okay, maybe I should like set, bake, so that's like powder, and that way, like it doesn't get too oily or whatever. But I started really doing makeup when I started like social media, because that's where, okay, because people were telling me, oh, you should do business cards, this and that. But I'm like, business cards, like, I don't know. I didn't really see it like go, like, I don't know. And once I started social media, that's when like people would hit me up on there. And I mean, it's a great fucking platform to get clients and stuff like that, because, like they see your work, like that's a portfolio. And especially now that I created like my makeup portfolio, because there's my account where, yeah, I show how I do my makeup and my different makeup looks, but I also have my portfolio of my clients' makeup, and that way like people can see what type of looks I've done and just see my work in general. And I also don't like to like fucking edit them or like add a filter, so you can see, that that's how it looks. That was another thing too. Like, I would see, I mean, on videos, you could see how it is. But like when people would post their makeup, I'd be like, dude, it just looks so smooth. Like they didn't have any pores or anything. But when I would do others, I'd be like, then it's like I learned about filters and shit like that. And I'm like, no, like this is how it looks. And sometimes even people would be like, oh, just, I want it to look smooth. Or they'd be like, oh, why doesn't it like look smooth? Like my texture's still there. And I'm like, because that's normal. Like, makeup is not to fucking, it's not like a fucking, like, I don't even know what, like it doesn't cover your texture, like it doesn't get rid of texture, it doesn't get rid of your wrinkles, it doesn't get rid of the pores. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, it's like sometimes you can minimize it, or with makeup, sometimes it does even, like you could see it even more, if that makes sense. And that's why, I mean, I'm so glad that like Abigail's an esthetician, and like she would like push me into like, dude, like dude, when I was going out a lot, I would sleep with my makeup on, and she'd be like, dude, like if you are sleeping with your makeup on, that's so bad. And you might not see a fucking difference now. I was like, shit, I would go to sleep with my makeup and wake up with literally my makeup still fucking on. I'd be like, dude, where are we going? You know, like my glam is still on. She's like, it's gonna catch up to you, you know? And, but yeah, like, that's basically my story. You know, I've always been into makeup, but I I mean, like, even now, I'm still doing other people's makeups. You guys can hit me up, follow my page. I link it down below. Follow me on Instagram. But I'm still doing other people's makeup and I love to do it, you know, like, and I've always said it even when like clients ask me, like, oh, you just love makeup, huh? Like, you know, doing makeup, like, how'd you get into it? And I mean, it's pretty, you know, like, I've just always been into makeup. And how did I like better myself? Practice, practice, and practice, you know. And just, and by look, I tell them, like, yeah, I saw tutorials, but at the end of the day, it's really what works for you. You know, I then started seeing tutorials to see, like, oh, what brushes were they using? What products were they using? Techniques, it's like, yeah, you can see their techniques, but does it work on you? Like, sometimes it might not, you know? So it's like you have to practice and see what works for you. How can you do it? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has a different shape as well. So, you know, and I always say, like, honestly, I love doing makeup on other people because I kind of like just a whole different canvas, you know, like, I know mine, I know what works for me. And sometimes when I do a new client, I'm like, you know, like a little bit nervous or whatever, but I kind of like that challenge, you know, that, like, because I'm confident, I'm like, I could do it, you know, and it's like, you know, and then just like that feeling after, like, when they see themselves, like, you know, because I mean, you shouldn't feel beautiful just with makeup on. You should feel beautiful with or without, you know, be really confident in your own skin. But like, then when they see themselves after and they're just like really digging themselves, I'm like, you know, like, I'm kind of helping them, you know, feel some type of way. And that just feels so fucking nice, you know, like being able to help in like that way. And but yeah, you know, I mean, that's kind of all of it. But and it's just makeup. Hair, I'm not really like, I could do hair, like the simple stuff, but it's not like something I like to do, you know? I don't even like to do my own fucking hair, to be honest. But so would it be like into beauty? No, yeah, that's beauty. It's all beauty, I think. Or would it be just like me getting into makeup? How I got into makeup? Who the fuck knows? But you know, and it wasn't until like last year too, like, and I'm still learning, you guys, like, it's all a learning process. New products coming out, better products coming out, you know. And it's just, it's, I'm still learning. Like, I'm telling you guys, I just a year ago, I still do a full on face, like, yeah, I'd be like this, no eyeshadow, but I had to do foundation and, you know, concealer and stuff like that. And then it was like, I thought I needed that full glam, you know, like, that's beauty. But beauty is just, I mean, what is beauty? Let's look it up. What is beauty? Now I'm really interested. Because I want to see what the definition of beauty is. Let's see. Beauty. What is beauty? A combination of qualities such as shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially the sight. I was struck by her beauty. I guess this would be the video how I got into the makeup industry. I don't know why I said beauty industry. Because, no, like, beauty is just like, I feel like beauty is more like natural beauty. You know, like, because like I said, you don't want to feel beautiful only when you have makeup on, you know. And that was like my thing too. That's too, like, when I had my makeup on, I was like, okay, I'm feeling myself, you know. But that's because with my skin, I never really had issues, but I was oily or dry in some parts. But then I got into skincare, you know. And that's why I use less makeup because my skin is already flawless as it is, you know? And I don't need like that. I mean, nobody really needs makeup at all. Makeup just enhances our beauty. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say too, like, beauty is more like natural beauty, like your natural self, you know? So yeah, my bad. In the beginning I said this how I got into the beauty industry. Well, it is kind of beauty too, because now it's like I'm into skincare. I'm into just all of it, and like I'm really, really into skincare. I wasn't into skincare before, but it's like I need to do my skincare routine. And I recommend everybody to get a skincare routine down, because that's how you just minimize the use of makeup. Like, I love makeup and all, but you guys, like, really, less is better. Like, less, you don't look too cakey. And it's just like I'm telling you, it's just like now I'm just more into that whole natural, like, glam. I'm wearing lashes right now, yeah, but lately I've been rocking my own lashes, and just with the powders, I literally just use a fucking powder for my under eye, like a powder basically to highlight where I would conceal everywhere, powdered foundation, blush, and contour, and a contour, yeah. Bronzer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just 4 powders on my face. That's all I use. And before I'd be like concealer, baking, foundation, and all that stuff. Color corrector, oh my god. Fucking what's it called, liquid concealer. It was like a whole fucking process, which, yeah, sometimes I still do, but very, very rarely, and then I'm telling you guys, it's all a learning process. And it's just, and and there's some products too where it's like it's meant for something, but you don't just have to use it for that. Like with face serum, I started mixing it with like foundation or even concealer, to just, especially on like more mature skin, to make it still look more natural, so it's not too cakey, so it's not like too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you guys, it's just, you just have to practice and see what works. And to be honest, like, now I feel like less is better, and I'm still learning. I'm still seeing like new, I mean, this routine I have down, and I haven't really tried other products, but it's all a learning process, and it's still all about practicing, I still practice like eyeshadow and try to do different stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, that's how I got into the beauty makeup industry, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to be honest. And it's been alright, and it's like now, like, I know that's really what I love to do. Like, I love doing makeup, and I love doing makeup on others. It's one of the things I really love to do. It's not like I want to do that forever and like all the time. Well, I don't mind doing it, but that's not the only thing I want to focus on, Because now it's like I'm really into fashion. Let me know if you guys want that video. How I got into the fashion industry, which it goes way, 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 way back to. But yeah, I mean, this is my story. You know what I'm saying? And just how I got in it. And when people ask me, what's like, how'd you get so good? This and that. It's just practice, you guys. And with anything, it just takes practice and patience. I mean, I love this, so it's like I just kept going and going, and to see like what's right, what works, and all that stuff. But yeah, my peeps, that's my story. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace, my peeps.